It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Blues, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the state of New Mexico and the high desert city of Albuquerque. Today is the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Blues of Albuquerque. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
New season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman Finals, program records galore. He looked every bit like the number 1 overall pick. He went number 2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Here we go.
Woods, the receiver, in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's for the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Stroud working out of the gun. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Second and 10. And Stroud now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his his way up to the 32-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different, and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when we see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys, I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
And it's taken in at the 9. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Jackson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This time Jackson will throw it. Being chased out, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Blues add 6 to their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Houston set to take over. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Handoff right side to Pierce. There he goes right side. Inside the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
We changed it. 13. No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Will Anderson, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. On the return, it's King. Now, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Hold it ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Their partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins. 48 yards. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now Jackson on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. Jackson now. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. To throw is Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's King. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Final play of the half, Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A big kick that time, 52 yards.
And the Texans will take over. First and 10, it's Stroud.
His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The slot man in motion right.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another run with Mitchell.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
On the option right is Jackson.
And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Jackson. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue.
Touchdown! A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
they'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become...
Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Blues are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
And now out comes Houston.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
78 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Mitchell, touchdown.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Here's Stroud.
Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Targets Robert Woods. Woods has it out wide.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Viking 18.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Nico Collins.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson, 43 yards. And the Blues are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And this This is going to be incomplete. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 37-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Albuquerque, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they obviously fall to